everybody, I'm Julie, writer and director of the indie nerdy comedy Geek Loves Punk. Yeah, you can check out my website below. You're gonna love this video. I'm gonna be doing a quick review of the movie Barbie. I think it was successful. Just joking, it was very successful. Okay, yes, you're gonna love this review. I think it's gonna, I think it's going to provide clarity and awesomeness on why I think Barbie was a good movie. Stay tuned. Okay, yes, hi, I'm Julie. This is my review of Barbie, pretty much. But before, the reason why I wanted to do this review, Barbie has been considered, it's considered a critical success. The critics like it. It's considered a financial success. It made a lot of money. And that makes me happy. So, but I want to pat myself on the back because about 3 years ago, I made a YouTube video saying what my favorite film directors are. Greta Gerwig was one of the film directors I said was my top 5 film directors. Greta Gerwig was on that list, so I'm proud of myself for predicting her awesomeness because I liked her version of Little Women. Okay, so on that video, I got a comment from Orange Drink Music, shout out. It says here, racism gets the big no. And then it says, great picks, Julie, exclamation point. I really need to see a lot of the films mentioned. This is Orange Drink Music, shout out to Drew. Okay, so in that video, I talk about my 5 favorite movie directors, and one of them is Greta Gerwig. So I'm just happy that I predicted that she would continue doing awesome things. Okay, so here's why I wanted to talk about Barbie. It's a little late. I'm shooting this a little late. Okay, first of all, everybody on YouTube's talking about Barbie, so I was like, what do I really have to add? Here's what I want to say. Okay, if you were completely blown away by Barbie and you loved it, I would say go ahead and skip this review I'm about to make, because I give Barbie like a B+, and I still think that's a compliment. But I think I get why some people give Barbie a A+. I think that's awesome. I totally get it. I give Barbie a B+, but I want to explain something. Okay. I realize I want to explain why I give the movie a B+, and at the same time, I'm going to defend the movie, even though the movie's successful. So, I think the business model on YouTube is like, if you shit on something popular, you'll make money. I feel like that's the business model sometimes on some YouTube channels, which have way more subscribers than I do. But to all my subscribers, I love them dearly. I love you dearly. Okay, so, the reason why I give Barbie a B+, and I'm going to defend it, I think when some people are saying that Barbie is feminist propaganda, and what I would say is, I don't think it's smart enough to be feminist propaganda. That is to say, I think that Barbie, the message of Barbie is that people should be nice to other people and vice versa. So I would say Barbie, I give Barbie a B+ because I would say it's like cotton candy feminism is what I would call it, instead of meat and potatoes feminism. Or I heard someone say it's like 2010s feminism. And, but what I would say is, who doesn't love cotton candy? And that, like, the movie was made by Mattel, who made Barbie. So, like, I guess what I want to say is, when I went to go see it, I was wearing pink pants and a pastel cardigan. So I was wearing the clothes you're supposed to wear. You know what I mean? And it was it was an event movie. That's pretty cool too, because I saw a lot of people dressed in pink, and I thought that was cute. Like, and I think people needed a movie like this. They needed an event movie, you know, I think we're all still a little bit recovering from the global pandemic. Okay, so when I went to see the movie, I thought it was good. Like, I guess, like, I wanted it to be a little bit deeper, have a little more substance to it, I guess. Yeah, I give it a B+, because I guess I watched Fish Jelly movie reviews, and they talked about how they said it fell a little flat for them. I guess, like, it fell a little flat for me, but also, you know, I'm probably going to watch Barbie again, not in a theater, but I'll watch it again once it's streaming. And I think that now that I know what the movie is, I'll enjoy it more. And then I'll give the movie an A+. So, yeah, because basically the movie's saying that people should be nice to other people. And that's valid. What I'm saying, it's cotton candy feminism, but I love cotton candy, so I'll take it. And it is a movie designed to sell toys, and there's something called a weird Barbie, and then they've made that a Barbie you can buy, and I kind of want it because I love weird Barbie played by Kate McKinnon. So yeah, and I think so. Yeah, it's cotton candy feminism. It's not deep enough to be propaganda. It's not propaganda. It's a movie designed to sell toys and bring joy to people. That's what it is. So, but yeah, I think anyone out there, if you're looking for something like really deep, that's why I give it a B+. But but I get why some people give it an A+. That's valid. And then, I agree. Grace Randolph, a YouTuber, has been saying this, and I agree with her. Like, the reason why this movie really works is because of Greta Gerwig. I agree. I think the actress who plays Barbie, I'm blanking on her name, but Margot Robbie. She's very talented. I like her in everything. She's great in everything, like, legit. She's great. I think it was her idea to have Greta Gerwig direct it. But, so Margot Robbie's fantastic, and Mariah Ferrera is great. Grace Randolph, what's cool about it, I agree. The reason why the movie really works is Greta Gerwig. Like, she directed it, and she co-wrote it with one of her writing partners. So, that makes me happy, because I hope I think it's already encouraging more female directors to make more mainstream movies. Barbie's been around since the 1950s, so that helped brand recognition and lots of people going to see the movie, for sure. That helped a lot. And also, though, it's a good movie. So, yeah. I think people needed something sort of lighthearted, yeah. As far as the cotton candy, what I want to say is, I want to talk about 3 of my favorite moments. One... yeah, like, seeing Barbie sing the Indigo Girls, like, I never thought I'd see that in a movie. Like, that's pretty cool. Like, it's cool, and I love the Indigo Girls. So, yeah, Barbie, America Ferrera, Ken singing the Indigo Girls, like, that's pretty cool. 2, like, weird Barbie was really cool. Like, it just was, because everyone had that Barbie where you cut their hair and you draw on their face, like, you know. I thought America Ferrera, she does this speech talking about how or why it's hard to be a woman, and I thought it was really effective, and I love America Ferrera, so there's a lot of things I think are really effective. What I would say to anyone out there, if you date women, like, I had a good time watching the movie, but yeah, if you're not in the mood to have, yeah, like, let's say you're a guy and your girlfriend just broke up with you or something like that, you're not going to be in the mood to watch Barbie. Barbie does have a very female empowerment message, and I could see why someone might not be in the mood to watch Barbie. Like, if you just got broke, I don't know, you know, or if you've ever been in an experience where a woman was, like, really mean to you, you're not going to be in the mood to watch Barbie. And that's okay. That's valid. Like, it's okay. So you have to be in the right frame of mind to watch Barbie, because it's about female empowerment, and really it's just saying people should be nice to other people. That's all it's really saying. And then I'm gonna say, okay, so because it is like, oh, my other favorite moment is Ken and Barbie they're in Barbie land, but then they go into the real world, and in the real world, they're wearing their bright Barbie Ken clothes, and they're like neon bright, and yeah, a toy designed for little kids. Like, of course, it's going to be bright colors, right? But seeing their bright colored clothes at like Venice Beach or something, or they look awesome and ridiculous at the same time. But when they're both being objectified, because Ken is a handsome guy and Barbie's pretty. When Ken says, "Oh, they're checking me out. It feels great," and then Barbie says, "They're checking me out," and there's an undertone to violence to it, and I was like, bingo. A couple of times when I've been catcalled, I've had men ask me out or flirt with me in a way that is flattering and made me laugh and was great. But a couple of times when I've been catcalled, like, it can make you feel uncomfortable because of that, like, there's a vibe, and so the undertone of violence, that vibe is not good. And I would say for people looking for meat and potatoes feminism, that's as deep as it gets. But I was at a coffee shop recently, and this woman who was 75 was sitting next to me, and she was talking to me about Barbie, and she said she loved it, and I loved it too, yeah. And I said I like that line when Barbie says there's an undertone to violence. And I was like, yeah, that was pretty deep. And the woman next to me, who was 75 years old, she told me, she's like, that was really deep is what she said. And we ended up having, like, I took a feminism 101 class in college, and where you learn about meat and potatoes feminism. And the lady next to me, she said, like, the 1970s feminism movement, she said, like, we were very rah, aggressive. And I said, as someone who's younger, I was like, yeah, but maybe you guys had to be like that to kind of pave the way so that we can have a movie like Barbie, which is very cotton candy. But everybody likes cotton candy, so who doesn't like cotton candy? So I said that to her, and she was like, totally. Okay. So I think if, like I said, like, hey, if your girlfriend just broke up with you, like, if you're a guy, you're not going to be in the mood to watch Barbie. Don't worry about it. Like, or one of my friends, his mom growing up was kind of mean to him. So he saw Barbie and he was like, he wasn't in the mood to watch Barbie. And yeah, like, I get it. Like, yeah. I get why some people are not going to be in the mood to watch Barbie. But overall, it's a good movie. It's pretty harmless. It's just saying people should be nice to other people. Like, it's not propaganda. Mattel just wants you to buy toys. That's all it is. So I think overall, like, and it doesn't, and I get it, it doesn't fully, at least in the 1990s, I'm not going to get into this, but the two complaints people had about Barbie when I was a kid, and, like, it's fine, but it doesn't really fully address the criticisms that people have had of Barbie in the past. So, but it was made by Mattel and they want to sell you toys. So, but having said that, it is feminist and it's awesome, and I think it's a good movie, and I recommend it, and I'm glad that Greta Gerwig is getting all this success for sure. Okay, thanks so much. I will talk to y'all later. Barbie's doing really well, so totally check it out if you feel like it. I guess I wanted to show you what meat and potatoes feminism, if Barbie is... Basically, I think people should heal their inner misogyny if they have any, and that's basically what feminism does. It's not about being mean. It's not about being mean to men. Oh, in fact, like, some of the jokes in Barbie, I laughed and they were just joking, but it's funny because they made jokes about, it's a long story, but there's a part where one of the Kens is, like, over-explaining The Godfather, but then I was like, but The Godfather's a good movie, you know. Or one of the Kens makes a joke about the Zack Snyder cut of you know, Justice League, and I was thinking, but the Zack Snyder cut's better, you know. And so there's another scene where they talk about a guy playing guitar for a woman but looking at her for too long. And when I was 25 and I had a girlfriend and she was 22, and I was like, but I used to play guitar for my girlfriend. I wouldn't stare at her, but you know what I mean, like the way they did it in the movie. So I mean, there's a couple of the jokes they made, but I was like, but the movie's very playful. It's not mean-spirited at all. I don't think it is. So yeah, it's just a movie. It's a fun movie. I appreciate the feminism, and I thought it was a good movie. To anyone out there, if you're starting with Barbie and you want to go deeper, I'm just going to show you some like meat and potatoes feminism if you want to continue your journey, but you don't have to. Trigger warning, I'm going to recommend a book, trigger warning. Okay, this book is called Transforming a Rape Culture. This is a really good book about just making sure the world is a safe, awesome place for everybody. Oh, and just like with this, like, people of any gender can be victims. So this is a really good book about, I get why there's no way you can, there's no way that Barbie could really address this because it's a toy. Yeah, I totally get it. So that's a book I recommend, very meat and it's an issue that, anyway, men can be victims too. So yeah, that's a book I would recommend. Another book is Literature and Gender, Thinking Critically Through Fiction, Poetry, and Drama. This is a book from college. It's a really good book about just thinking about gender. Like, it's all good. Okay. And then this is a book called Strangers in Paradise by Terry Moore. And it's a comic book. It's a really good comic book. And it's written by a man, or written and drawn by a man. But in the comic book, Terry Moore wanted to show the evolution of a woman. This is Kachu. Yeah, Kachu. And a woman who has a lot of anger towards men. She's bisexual. She has a lot of anger towards men. And her evolution from being angry at men to forgiving and healing her trauma. And it's a really good book. She's best friends with David and Francine. And it's a really good book about someone healing their inner misogyny. And I don't know, it's a good book. And the character David is a really good guy. He's a really cool straight guy. I'll just show you. This is the omnibus. Strangers in Paradise. Kachu, Francine, David, and I forget her name. But they're really cool. Strangers in Paradise. Great comic. Yeah, that's it. Really good comic. I really recommend it. Done by a guy. Really great comic written by a guy, a dude, Terry Moore, so I recommend it. Okay, thanks so much. Barbie's a great movie. You should totally watch it. If you want to know more about me, check out my website below. Talk to you later. Bye.